Good morning. My name is Christian Brewer, and along with Anthony Paparella and Juan Garcia, we are the Buckman Group, and this is our presentation for the Bartram Outpost. The Bartram Outpost celebrates the outdoor spirit of Florida by transforming the former Buckman lock site into a renowned recreation destination where visitors can satisfy their thirst for outdoor adventure. With a tremendous catalog of activities offered for the whole family, the 2.5-mile long site will become the epicenter for outdoor recreation in the region and provide access to the St. Johns River. Outdoor enthusiasts can find all the necessary gear they need at the on-site store, bites to eat, alternative recreational activities, leisure, and sleep accommodations.
Our agenda will go as follows. We will start with our project goals and objectives, moving into site inventory and suitability analysis, then into our site synthesis, and finally into our conclusion. Our project goals and objectives. Our goals are to create a destination that attracts outdoor people from around North Florida and beyond, to provide a site that has outdoor recreation opportunities and can have an economic impact, and most importantly, to provide access to the St. Johns River. Some of our objectives include creating a family-friendly outdoor experience, providing resources for fishermen and hunters alike, providing overnight accommodation for visitors from afar, providing a trailhead for trails in the area, and creating event destination and economic development and cost recovery.
Zach went over an overview of the projects, so a little bit more detail about the context of our specific project. So as part of the restoration, or as part of the partial restoration of the Ocklawaha River, the Rodman Dam will be removed and much of Rodman Reservoir will be drained. The Rodman Reservoir, with the Rodman Reservoir drained, the Cross Florida Barge Canal west of the Buckman Lock would be drained, and the Buckman Lock would no longer be of use. The Buckman Lock site is an interesting opportunity to convert public lands in Putnam County into a destination on a regional level for outdoors people. Rodman Reservoir is a bass fishing hotspot that regularly held bass fishing tournaments. We see the Buckman Lock site and its strategic location in relation to the St. Johns River as a way to mitigate the impact that the removal of the Rodman Dam and draining of the Rodman Reservoir will have on the bass fishing community. Now we'll be getting into the inventory and suitability analysis of the Buckman Lock site. So the site is in north central Florida, located in Palatka and within Putnam County. The map on the left shows the site location relative to larger cities in North and Central Florida and highlights its regional connectivity by including major highways and major roads. The map on the right includes the same information just on a smaller scale to show connections to Gainesville, Jacksonville, and Ocala. These are cities that are located within about an hour-and-a-half drive, which is close enough for a day trip. So both these maps help illustrate the point that this site is really accessible, or is easily accessible for both people visiting locally or from afar. Some site context. So here's a site context map, just showing a few other sites and opportunities in the area, such as the Marjorie Harris Carr Cross Florida Greenway, Fort McCoy RV Park, and the Rodman Campground and Recreation Area. This map also shows the Buckman Lock site in relation to its location in relation to Palatka and also Willaca. So with the help of GIS, we were able to gather some data on opportunities for potential outdoor recreation within the area of the Buckman Lock site. So the map on the left shows that our site is directly connected to tens of thousands of acres of conservation land and springs, which would benefit nature and wildlife enthusiasts that would visit our site. This map on the left also indicates boat ramps and navigable waterways and water bodies in the area. This information is important in pointing out that people that are dropping their boats into the water from within the area have a valuable resource that is easily accessible by water, especially along the St. Johns River. The map on the right is showing the variety of land cover types that exist within the boundary of the conservation lands. There are a large variety of different land cover types for nature and wildlife enthusiasts to explore. This map on the right is also showing the existing network of recreational trails in the area, thus illustrating our site's potential to become an important trailhead in the area.
Fishing is an important part of the active recreation in this area. As mentioned before, many bass fishing tournaments take place in Rodman Reservoir, but many anglers are known to lock out of this reservoir and fish in the St. Johns River because of the amount of hotspots and undisturbed fishing grounds in that area. These maps show our site in relation to the St. Johns River and the hotspots that are known there.
This boundary shows the existing area of impact that the site provides as a foundation for the new site programming that we propose to use for our site. This topography map displays the canal spoil along its banks that would be used to refill the canal and provide littoral shelves for ecological restoration.
Now we'll be moving into the site synthesis portion of our presentation.
So our strengths and opportunities are broken down into three main categories. First, open space, water and access to St. John's, and then outdoor recreation and ecological area. Regarding open space, this area is dedicated to retail, lodging areas with things such as a general store, tackle shop, restaurants, a Bass Pro Shop, and lodging opportunities. In the water access area, we're thinking of elements such as fishing piers, kayaking, boat ramps, and fishing charters. In the outdoor recreation and ecological area, hunting, personalized bass ponds, and trail systems.
This is just a full image of our master plan concept for the site. We'll be moving into further detail on a smaller scale in the upcoming slides.
The east end of the site provides convenient access to the St. Johns River and amenities to boaters, such as a boat ramp, plenty of vehicle and trailer parking, and a marina. Here you have the opportunity for boat rentals, charter fishing, and gear rentals. You can also find a bait shop, restaurant, and bathrooms here, making it a stopping destination for those boating along the St. Johns River. The east end would also be the starting point of fishing tournaments hosted at the Bartram Outpost. The western portion of Bartram Outpost is turned into reclaimed land and ecological areas by filling in portions of the canal with the spoil along its banks. Doing this creates ponds that can be used for duck hunting and additional fishing opportunities for visitors. Filling the canal will facilitate connectivity for wildlife that was lost when the canal was dug. This zone will be a designated conservation area with hunting opportunities for visitors, including dove and quail hunting fields. These fields can be managed to create a unique experience for outdoor outings and retreats to enjoy. The western zone also creates a connection to adjacent wildlife management areas, such as Caravel Ranch, for additional hunting. Bartram Outpost will provide a long fishing boardwalk that circumnavigates the transformed canal. This gives a chance for anglers to catch the big one who might not have access to a boat. The restored shoreline from pushing in the canal bank spoil will create a littoral shelf that provides habitat for fish and other wildlife. A shallow littoral shelf gives aquatic plants and trees a chance to establish and develop into a sustainable community to support the fishery. Anglers will be able to spread out along the boardwalk trail and find their own honey hole to fish without the pressure from boat anglers due to its designation as a no-motor zone. Its designation as a no-motor zone creates an opportunity for manatee protection in the area. The boardwalk will also provide the potential for an alternative fishing tournament style for anglers on foot and not using a boat. Bartram Village is a central nucleus of activity at the Bartram Outpost. This section of the Bartram Outpost creates an important destination for events and gatherings. It is here that you can find a Bass Pro Shop with all the essentials for outdoor activities such as hunting and fishing. Here at the store, you can also get connected to an outfitter for hunting, fishing, and other outdoor excursions. Sharing this space is a resort with a convention center that can play host to important conferences, expos, retreats, and other events. These can include, for example, women's fishing and hunting retreats, environmental conferences, and fishing and hunting expos. These buildings share a space connected by a grand plaza that provides a gathering space to host events such as boat shows, car shows, festivals, markets, fishing tournament celebrations, and concerts in the amphitheater. The main plaza axis sits on top of the old lock site itself, taking on its historic shape to commemorate the past. The east to west axis of the stately plaza opens up to magnificent views of the ecologically constructed ponds and wetlands, while gathering sunrise and sunset illuminations in the picturesque outdoor setting. A restaurant on site keeps the visitors fed and happy and gives them an opportunity to have their day's catch cooked to order.
The shooting sports zone is focused on creating a safe place for hunters to hone in their skills. Some programs included in this area would include firearm and archery lessons and certification courses for all skill levels, various competitions and retreats, clay courses, and parking areas. This area is surrounded with a safety buffering to ensure safety for users across the entire site. The instruction lake is an area for anglers to hone in their fishing skills. This area has a restored littoral zone where fish and wildlife habitats can be created. Shore fishing is key here, and people can have a more private place to hone in their skills and have fishing lessons for all skill levels. Fishing retreats can also take place in this area.
So since we're proposing loads of recreation that is more tailored to the outdoors enthusiasts, such as anglers, hunters, hikers, nature and wildlife enthusiasts, etc., we also want to provide recreation for the more casual user that might visit our site. We want our site to be welcoming to all user groups, so we want to include programs and amenities that anyone can enjoy. Some of the programs that could potentially attract people that may fit this demographic include things such as splash pads in a community pool, pavilions with barbecues, open lawn areas, kayak launches, and playgrounds. This also includes your more basic amenities such as restrooms, water fountains, and a visitor parking lot dedicated to the recreation space. So because we want people from around the state of Florida and potentially beyond to come and enjoy the new Bartram Outpost that we're proposing, we want to provide options for overnight stays. We want to provide space and amenities for RVs and campers, and we were also inspired by some images of waterfront lodging that we came across, such as the one in the top right corner. The waterfront lodging would be a very attractive amenity for anglers who want to wake up early and get onto the St. Johns River as early as possible. Since we're providing such a wide array of programs and recreational opportunities, we want to give people a chance to stay overnight and experience multiple days here. So to wrap up our presentation, the Buckman Lock site is a unique opportunity to take existing public lands and transform them into a destination that attracts outdoor recreation enthusiasts and provides resources to the outdoors. Thank you, guys.